What are the likes and what are the dislikes about the costume?
All right, the dislike is...
Oh, we're going to start with the dislikes.
Oh, I'm going to start with the negative.
Oh, okay.
By the way, because nobody's asked me about the negative. Everyone always like, you love your suit. I'm like, yeah, I love my suit. So that's what we talk about. But you're asking me, hey, you're saying, listen, it's just between you and I. You can have a little gripe here.
Hollywood has a thing about putting actors in uncomfortable situations when it comes to prepping for a role or putting the actor into the necessary costume. The Marvel cast is no stranger to struggles when it comes to their costumes, putting them on, keeping them on for hours, and even having a hard time or needing help with taking the suit off. Tom Holland was one time he even needed help drinking something from his suit, as it isn't a slip on and off kind of thing, and once he has it on, the producers try to keep him in it for as long as possible. So one time he had to take one of the eye sockets out just to take a drink of water.
Yeah, it's an interesting contraption to say the least. What I can do is I can take my left eye out and there's a little thing that I pull out, and then I put a squeezy tube down into my mouth and then I can drink from a bottle.
The women of the MCU are no strangers to this either, especially Scarlett Johansson with her Black Widow suit.
Oh, see?
Okay.
Is that...
Whatever you feel like I should be wearing or not wearing under that costume.
This is not a...
Is what I...
Is it inappropriate?
To ask somebody what kind of underpants they wear?
I didn't ask you what kind.
You just asked me if I was wearing any.
But before we get into that, some Marvel trivia for you. In Avengers Endgame, what does Thanos use as a scarecrow? Leave your answer in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct. Scarlett Johansson said that her Black Widow suit combined with a warm desert climate during Avengers filming led to excessive sweating and skin conditions. She said, quote, "It was so hot I would wring out my socks at the end of the day." Johansson added that her suit got destroyed and often had to be replaced. She even started to hallucinate during a big fight scene. Initially, the costume was supposed to be all white with a blonde wig, but Scarlett quickly shut the idea down. There have been so many times that this costume has been the center of an interview question, and of course, Scarlett is still to this day offended by it for good reason.
Hush. Ask Joss.
I did.
You asked Joss what kind of underwear he wears?
No.
What kind of interview is this?
This is the movie that people have been waiting for, because anybody who has seen any of the other Marvel films, now this is sort of like the, it's the culmination.
Ant-Man and the Wasp star Evangaline Lily said she's used to being uncomfortable for the sake of looking good. She has shared that she has been freezing sometimes in the costume and had to go somewhere else to warm up.
And I would go into the warming room and literally try to bring feeling back into my feet and my hands because I was so cold.
Did you need help to take it off too?
Yeah, I did. It took about 10 minutes to get it on and about 10 minutes to get it off with a person assisting me.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
And so the idea that it took like 3 people to get me in and out of the suit and to go to the bathroom meant I needed to ask for help. I felt like I was 3 years old again. I was like, Lily, can you help me? I have to pee.
During an interview, Lily said that she's noticed male Marvel stars complain about their suits for years, and despite their criticism, she didn't find her Wasp suit to be that bad. "This is like normal," the actress said. "I wear heels to work, I'm uncomfortable all day, I'm used to it. You tune it out." Elizabeth Olsen, on the other hand, has a little bit of clumsiness to her when she explained when she tripped trying to do one of her scenes and it actually made it into the blooper reel.
I fell on my knee so hard because I was trying to walk down like rubble aggressively and not looking. You can't look at the ground when you're trying to be scary. You have to just look at your the person you're fighting, and I totally fell.
She had trouble with the corset in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. At first she thought it was too revealing, then she decided to change it before the shooting began. For Brie Larson, going to the bathroom requires a group of people. It's not comfortable, it takes 2 people to get me into it, and it's a 30-minute process to put it on, Larson told Games Reader of her Captain Marvel suit. "It makes going to the bathroom a bit of a thing. It's a team of 5 people just for me going to the bathroom." For the more recent film, Thor: Love and Thunder, Tessa Thompson said that her Valkyrie costume is not the most comfortable thing to wear. "This costume is made entirely with plastic, so it's not the most comfortable thing to wear, but I think it's really strong and gives a really bold look, and is something that later, in Thor Ragnarok, in the 3rd act, that it becomes kind of a centerpiece to Valkyrie at that moment." the actress said. Katheryn Hann told Insider that she had to wear a cooling suit underneath her WandaVision costume. Shooting during the California wildfires, this extra layer was necessary with all the black she had on for the costume. It's very hot, so I had to wear a cooling suit under my costume, which is something that I had never heard of before, but it's like tubes of cold water, Han said. Between takes, my amazing costume assistant Beth would squeeze coils of cold water underneath my costume. And Zoe Saldana has showcased how difficult of a process it is to put on all of the makeup for Gamora. And for the answer to our trivia question, it was his discarded armor that Thanos used as a scarecrow. Karen Gillan can be added to this list not so much from her costume but the wig. She confirmed through Instagram stories that her joining Thor: Love and Thunder as Nebula is the real deal. When asked whether she was wearing another wig for the role, she said, "This is my hair. I cut it the other day in preparation for Nebula so that we don't have to get so much hair into the bald cap because I have so much hair. It's unbelievable, like it's just so thick." Gillian had more of an issue with the prosthetics involved in her costume, saying, "The prosthetics are tough, especially when there's action that needs to be done. The worst part is that your sweat has nowhere to go, all underneath the makeup and the costume." And of course, we wanted to give a shout out to our Marvel Monday winner. If you guys didn't know, we ask a challenging Marvel related trivia question over on our community tab. If you answer it correctly, you get a chance to have your answer featured here in one of our videos.
Mark Ruffalo, the normal heart.
And Billy Bob Thornton, Fargo.
And the Golden Globe goes to. You want to open it?
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I have the nails.
Yeah, get after it. You got the globes too.
We have this very awkward moment of Chris Evans telling the story of when he told his mom when he lost his virginity.
That you told your mom when you lost your virginity.
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
So
I did. I you know, my whole family is just, we're very open with a lot of things. If I had, you know, parties in high school, half the parties upstairs talking to her about, well, inappropriate things.
Yeah.
She's a really, really, really cool woman. And I did. I raised home and I said, I did it.
There was this interesting one with Tom Hiddleston where he tries to tell a rude and inappropriate joke.
Last offensive joke. Somebody said, what do you call a vertically challenged person who's escaped from a high security prison and can commune with the dead? A small, medium, at large.
Real metal arm that you're carrying around?
No, it's not.
It is not?
No, it contains a lot of lube that, funny enough, only Anthony seems to notice every time we're on set.
What do you mean it has lube?
Well, I gotta get in there.
This one is more or less unintentional, but the cause of Ellen, of course, with Chris Pratt. So what did you guys think of all this? Whose suit do you think was too much to handle, and do you think the girls had it harder than the guys? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.